There's a way for Arduino developers on Windows to speed up compile time without upgrading your computer or switching to platform I/O, which can be very challenging for beginners. Slow compilation can disrupt your creative flow and become discouraging. Let's look at a side-by-side comparison of compilation times for the same ESP32 project on Windows 11. Here we have the Arduino IDE on Windows 11. Here the same Arduino IDE on Windows 11 but running in Windows subsystem for Linux, which is included in Windows and easy to set up. And this is Visual Studio Code with the Arduino Maker Workshop extension, also on Windows subsystem for Linux. This comparison uses my main computer. It's a 5-year-old PC with an AMD Ryzen 5 6-core processor. Ready? Let's compile. The project we're compiling is an internet radio application built on an ESP32S3 with LVGL. I've made a detailed video about this project if you're interested in watching it later. Compilation can take quite a while, so let's speed up the footage to avoid waiting around and see our first result. Both the Arduino IDE and the Arduino Maker Workshop extension in VSCode completes the compilation in just 4 minutes and 40 seconds under Windows subsystem for Linux, for the Arduino IDE that is running on Windows 11 only, and it completed in 10 minutes and 51 seconds. So, when running the Arduino IDE on Windows 11 but under WSL, you have more than 50% increase in compilation time. More than half of your precious time is saved. And that's because in WSL the file I/O performance is very high. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. Help me reach 50,000 subscribers. Now let's see step by step on how to get the Arduino IDE running in WSL on Windows 11. Go to the settings in Windows. Go down and click on optional features. Go down again and click on more Windows features. At the bottom of this list, enable Windows subsystem for Linux and click OK. If it was not enabled, you will have to restart your computer. Once your computer is restarted, open a PowerShell and run it as administrator. Type WSL-L-O to see the available Linux distribution. We will install Ubuntu 24.04. Type WSL-install Ubuntu-24.04. Now let's open a terminal. You should see your Linux distribution in this menu. Select it to start the Linux terminal. If you get an error message like this saying that you have to enable virtualization in the BIOS, restart your computer and go to the BIOS. On my Gigabyte board, I enable virtualization by opening Advanced Frequency Settings, then Advanced CPU Settings, and turning on the SVM option. If you're on another brand, just consult your motherboard's BIOS manual for the equivalent setting. Let's go back to the Ubuntu terminal. At first use, the Linux distribution will ask for a user account. I will type my name, then enter a password. Keep it safe, you will need it later. You are now in the Linux terminal. Even if you've never used Linux before, don't worry. You won't need to do much once the Arduino IDE is installed. Now go to the Arduino IDE website. The link is in the video description. In the download options, click on Linux App Image 64 bits and click Just Download to download it. Now open your download folder. In the taskbar, type \\WSL$ to access the Linux distribution. Then go inside the distribution folder, then the home folder, and inside the folder with your account name. Copy the Linux app image we just downloaded in this folder. Go back to your terminal window and type this command, sudo chmod +h and the name of the Arduino image. You will have to enter your password. This will give the execute permission to run the Arduino IDE. We are almost done. we need to install the necessary dependencies to run the Arduino IDE. You can copy and paste the next commands from my GitHub repository. The link is in the video description. If you run into any issues, check out the troubleshooting section there, or open an issue and I'll help you out. Type sudo add-apt-repository universe. And also this one, sudo apt install libfuse2. Now let's install the Linux file manager Nemo. Type sudo apt install Nemo. We will use this file manager to start the Arduino IDE. To start the file manager, type Nemo in the terminal. Be patient, it can take a moment to appear. Now to launch the Arduino IDE, you just have to double-click on the Arduino image. Let's adjust the interface scale, the editor font size, and switch to the dark mode theme. You can now manage your boards and library just like in the Windows version. You can also start the Arduino IDE without the Nemo file manager. Let's close them. Go to the Ubuntu terminal and type this dot, backslash, and the Arduino image name to launch the IDE. Before we can upload sketches from WSL, we must give the Arduino IDE access to USB ports. To share the USB ports between your Windows 11 computer and the WSL environment, we need to install the USB IPD software. Go to the PowerShell terminal and type winget install USB IPD. You may have to restart your computer. This is what I did. Connect your development board to your computer. First, in Ubuntu, let's add permission to use the USB ports. Type this command with your account name. In my case, my account name is Charles. For the change to take effect, close the terminal window and in the PowerShell terminal type WSL-shutdown. This will shut down WSL on Windows, a kind of restart. Now reopen your Ubuntu terminal. In PowerShell type USB IPD list. You should see the COM port where your board is connected. Mine is connected with the CH343 driver at number 1-7. Now type USB IPD bind --bus ID equal 1-7. If we type USB IPD list again, we will confirm that the port is now shared. To make it available to WSL, type USB IPD attach --WSL --bus ID equal 1-7. Let's see if it is attached by typing USB IPD list. Now the port is now available in WSL. Relaunch the Arduino IDE from the Ubuntu terminal. Now let's install the ESP32 boards from Espressif. In the Select Other Board and Port, we see the port TTY AC M0 connected. This is how the COM ports are called in Linux. I will select the ESP32S3 dev module since it's the board that I'm using. Let's put the compile and upload in verbose mode. Now let's upload the code. Now let's save the sketch. And do not forget to back up your Arduino folder containing your sketches that are now in Linux. If you unplug your dev board from your computer and you reconnect it later, you will have to reattach the USB port in PowerShell. Let's do it. And the port is back in the Arduino IDE. Now let's switch over to VSCode with the Arduino Maker Workshop extension in WSL, using your exact same project structure including boards and libraries already installed. I built this extension to integrate Arduino development in VSCode. The full tutorial link is in the video description. First, you need to install VSCode on your Windows 11 computer. The link is in the video description. Once installed, go to the Ubuntu terminal. Go to the Arduino folder where the sketches are saved. Go inside the sketch you want to modify. I will choose the My Sketch we just created earlier. To launch VSCode, type code, followed by a space and a dot. Select the extension icon and search for WSL and install it. Close VSCode and relaunch it to get VSCode in WSL. You should see here that it is connected to your Ubuntu distribution. In the extension, search for Arduino Maker Workshop and install it. It also installs automatically a serial monitor extension and the C++ IntelliSense extensions. They are required. You see here that the serial monitor extension requests to reload the window. Click it and the extension won't be activated. Now you can open your sketch. VSCode would ask you to install other C++ extensions. I will install them, but they are not required. Now click this icon to open the Arduino Maker Workshop home. Let's select a board. As you can see, the ESP32 boards that we have installed previously in the Arduino IDE are already there. Let's select the ESP32S3 board that I am using. Click the home icon to select the port we have shared previously with WSL. Now let's compile and upload the code. Again, look at the full tutorial if you want to switch to Visual Studio Code. The link is in the video description. With WSL handling the heavy lifting, compilation times become a thing of the past, freeing you up to focus on the fun part, coding. Give it a try and drop a comment below to share your experience. I can't wait to hear how much time you save.